His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa attended the inauguration of the East Sitra housing project held under his patronage. His Royal Highness highlighted the Kingdom's commitment to adopting initiatives that enhance the Kingdom's development and emphasized the importance of programs that benefit citizens and are in line with His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa's vision for Bahrain's future. His Royal Highness affirmed that Bahrain's successes in various development fields would not have been possible without the determination of the Kingdom's people, their commitment to excellence and creativity, and their passion for progress.
على الشرف السلام الوطني سلام.
His Royal Highness noted that the inaugurations overlap with Bahrain's celebrations of its national days, the anniversary of His Majesty the King's accession to the throne, and the accompanying national events. His Royal Highness highlighted the Kingdom's commitment to providing citizens with high-quality housing services through new housing developments, including the East Sitra housing project, which is one of the leading examples of such work completed in collaboration with the private sector. His Royal Highness commended the efforts of the employees of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning and those of supporting ministries that also contributed to the project. His Royal Highness highlighted Team Bahrain's combined efforts and determination to achieve the Kingdom's goals, affirming that all the developmental objectives that have benefited Bahrain's citizens would be achieved through these unified efforts. His Royal Highness highlighted the importance of the Kingdom's development to secure its leading position across all sectors and meet the aspirations of its citizens. His Royal Highness also highlighted the importance of public-private partnerships in the Kingdom's development and their success in the housing sector, noting that a partnership like these are essential to achieving the housing aspirations for citizens. The Minister of Housing and Urban Planning, Amna bint Ahmed al-Rumehi, noted that the inauguration of the housing project is a positive step towards the implementation of one of the directives of His Majesty and His Royal Highness to distribute 6,800 housing services to citizens. She expressed her gratitude for His Royal Highness's inauguration of the project and affirmed that His Royal Highness's support of the housing sector and the implementation on the housing projects will provide citizens with adequate housing and push forward new housing programs in partnership with the private sector. The East Sitra housing project provides more than 3,000 housing units located on 243 hectares and includes the integrated infrastructure for advanced community services and facilities. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa also attended the event along with several senior officials.
This project was started in 2021, and it was completed exactly in the whole during the COVID-19, and we overcome all the difficulties together with the Ministry of Housing. And the client which we are working for is the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning, and under the leadership of Her Excellency Ms. Amna, we have delivered the very quality project. And today we are so honored to be invited to participate in this event, and it is a very precious opportunity to allow us to express the appreciation for the support and for the trust from Her Excellency, the Ministry of Housing, and also the whole Ministry of Housing team, and also the whole Bahraini government to the project, because they attached a great importance to the project, and they look forward to complete and to deliver the project on time and with quality to the Bahraini and to the citizens.
His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received the newly appointed Ambassador of Pakistan to Bahrain, Saqib Raouf, at Rifa Palace. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister welcomed the Ambassador to Bahrain and wished him success in performing his diplomatic duties. His Royal Highness emphasized that Bahrain-Pakistan relations are built on strategic partnerships that continue to progress at all levels. He commended the strength of bilateral cooperation across all domains, highlighting the importance of sustaining and furthering bilateral relations to achieve common goals. During the meeting, issues of common interest in regional and global developments were discussed. For his part, the ambassador expressed gratitude for His Royal Highness's commitment to fostering cooperation between Bahrain and Pakistan for the benefit of both countries and their people, and wished Bahrain continued progress and prosperity. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa also attended the meeting. In implementation of the ongoing directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister on increasing afforestation in all areas of Bahrain, the Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa planted the 160,000th tree in Salman Town, marking meeting the target of the afforestation plan for the year 2023. The Deputy Prime Minister said that the success of the afforestation plan in continuing to meet its targets affirms that Bahrain, under the leadership of His Majesty the King and with the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, continues to work towards fulfilling its commitment of reducing carbon emissions by 50% by the year 2035 and reaching zero neutrality by 2060 to contribute to protecting the environment and addressing climate change challenges. He added that transforming afforestation into a national-scale executive plan and connecting its objectives to international efforts and initiatives affirms that Bahrain is an active player in the UN community. The Deputy Prime Minister commended the efforts of the Minister of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture and all the affiliates of the ministry, particularly those involved in the afforestation plan, for working towards achieving the objectives. He expressed appreciation for civil society organizations for supporting the afforestation plan initiatives. Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah also commended the efforts and the effective partnership between the public and private sectors in all domains, including efforts for afforestation and maintaining environmental balance, which affirmed the commitment of the private sector to social responsibility and positive interaction with the local community and meeting its needs. For his part, the Minister of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture, Wael Mbarak, said that meeting the target of the afforestation plan demonstrates the kingdom's keenness on maintaining climate security. The minister thanked all government organizations under Team Bahrain which worked to achieve the goal. The Deputy Minister honored the representatives of the companies supporting the afforestation plan and took part in planting and watering the last tree planted as part of the plan's initiative for the year 2023. The Minister of Education, Dr. Mohammed bin Mbarak Jum'a, affirmed the ministry's keenness to ensure that all children who have reached the age of compulsory education are registered in public schools in sufficient time before the start of the next academic year. He announced that the ministry will reopen registration for the next academic year 2024 to 2025 from the 18th until the 22nd of February 2024 in the Ministry of Education's hall in Isa Town from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. to provide the opportunity for all children born between January and December 2018 who missed registration during the previous period. The Commercial Record System Sijillat won the Certificate of Excellence at the GCC Digital Government Award in the Best Digital Service category, which was announced during the second edition of the Digital Government Forum held under the slogan Our Future Now in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The Minister of Industry and Commerce, Abdullah Fakhro, commended Sijillat for its outstanding contribution to advancing digital transformation and attracting new investments to achieve economic growth upon receiving this honorable award. He applauded the team behind Sijillat for their commitment to meeting the needs of clients and beneficiaries inside and outside Bahrain. Fakhro expressed appreciation for the efforts of the Sijillat system team for their outstanding performance, which contributed to developing the ministry's digital system and enhancing government services in general. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority announced the test launch to the virtual branch of the Employer Services, which comes within the framework of the authority's keenness to develop its services and procedures in line with the government's efforts to move forward in the digital transformation of government services. The Coast Guard called on citizens who wish to use their boats to arrive at the Bahrain National Museum and Marasi Beach for the fireworks sites at midnight of 31st of December 2023 to adhere to the maritime safety instructions and to call the Coast Guard Maritime Operations Center for assistance.